What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, January 4th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman, only place you get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comment section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on that first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Gary Trent, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Domantas Sabonis, and Obi Toppin on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, we're looking at OG Anunoby. Small forward, power forward eligible, 6,400, projected for 35. The goal's 42. He's in the optimal lineup 30% of the time. I think that the Raptors are just back to normal, and their main guys are going to go back to playing their regular run. So 35 minutes for Anunoby, around a fantasy point per minute. We've seen a slight usage bump this season in comparison to last. 19 points, 6 boards, 2.5 assists, 2.5 stocks. Pace up spot, which is really the key piece here for Toronto. That's why you'll see a lot of Toronto talk today. Pace up spot against San Antonio is looking pretty good for Toronto. They're going to get basically an extra fantasy point for every individual player just from the pace of the game. So if Anunoby is back, and it seems that he is, and he's playing his normal run, which it seems that he is, 6,400 for Anunoby on a day like today, on a 5-game slate, that seems pretty good to me. A little surprising, but not on a 5-gamer. Point guard Russell Westbrook is in at number 4. He is 9K, projected for 45. The goal is 53. He's in the optimal lineup 30% of the time. I gave him 36 minutes like normal. He's a 1.25 fantasy point per minute guy. I don't love him in real basketball, but I love him in fantasy. 29% usage, 22 points, 10 boards, almost 7 assists. A steal. It is a pace up spot against a bad Sacramento defense. You can't ask for a really too many better spots here for the Lakers. It is the late night hammer. If you have Russ in and you need to make some changes, there are plenty of options to go around in a Lakers-Kings matchup. I don't think any of that is necessary. I think you just play Russell Westbrook today. Not only that, you play LeBron James, small forward, power forward eligible, 11,400, projected for 55. The goal is 63. He's in the optimal lineup 30% of the time. So the same as Russ. That's interesting, right? 36 minutes for LeBron. You know what you're getting here. He's been playing incredible as of late. 1.54 fantasy points per minute in this spot. 31 real points, 34% usage. Almost 9 boards, 7 assists, and 2 stocks. Same matchup against Sacramento. This spot just looks great. If you have to pay up for anything today, and when there aren't really a lot of pay up options, paying up for LeBron is easy, and he's probably one of the best 5 plays of the day, no matter what news we get. We go from LeBron James at 3 to Duane Washington at 2, shooting guard eligible for the Pacers, 4K, projected for 26.5. The goal's 32, optimal lineup 30% of the time. Started their last time out, played north of 30 minutes. I gave him 32 here, 0.83 fantasy points per minute. The Pacers are missing like 10 guys for COVID, so Duane Washington should fall into a ton of time. I gave him 21% usage, 15 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. It is a pace down spot against the Knicks, but this is not your normal Knicks team. They're missing Rose and Kemba and Julius Randle and others that I can't remember off the top of my head. Nerlens Noel is definitely one of them, maybe Mitchell Robinson. It's a great spot here for Indy. It's a great spot for Duane Washington in a situation where they don't really have a ton of other options. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using that promo code Awesemo. And finally, pretty clearly, in fact, in at number 1, we've got De'Aaron Fox. He is 7K, just point guard eligible, projected for 40. The goal's 45. He's in the optimal lineup 39% of the time. I gave him 34 minutes, 1.17 fantasy points per minute in this spot. Pace up against a bad Lakers D. They gained 2.4 possessions. This game should be a track meet. 28% usage, 21.5 real points, 6 assists, 5 boards, 2 stocks. He's just underpriced for this matchup. It's a great spot. You get Russell Westbrook's defense. You get a fast matchup. Both teams like to play quickly. And I think Fox is just simply slightly underpriced. Should probably be more in that like 7,500 range. So take advantage of the slightly cheaper salary. De'Aaron Fox is your number 1 contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, January 4th. Now, there's a DraftKings and Yahoo version of this video around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.